A fun entry for you guys. It's going to be the fragrance reviewers tag here on YouTube. And so Max and Raj, the ball's in your court.
Now, who I'm going to tag is I'm going to tag my buddy Chad, White Spirit Bear. I'm going to tag you. You're up next, so you answer these questions, and then you tag someone else, and we'll keep this thing going. Shout out to Lupe.
That's my tag review. Hope you like. So Joe, Steve, you're up. Talk to you later. Take care.
What's going on, everybody? Joe here today with a quick tag. Hot tag, if you will. My bro Chad, White Spirit Bear, tagged me. Lupe is the one who started this. Pretty much, as a viewer, we answer a series of questions, then tag it to the next viewer. So thank you, Chad, for tagging me and putting me on this wonderful hot seat. Let's take it away. My earliest fragrance memories pretty much have to do with my uncle. I see a lot of myself in my uncle. It's almost like if we're from two people, two of the same, but from two different generations or two different versions of it. And you know, he wore a lot of Paco Rabanne by Paco Rabanne. He wore a lot of Gravity, Drakkar Noir. But I really know him for wearing Jupe in the 90s, like 95, 96. Him and I both like to, you know, hit the city and go out and, you know, just, not that we did that together, but just we did the same thing. Smell good, hit the city. Why not? So that is my earliest fragrance memories. My first fragrance purchase as a freshman that I could personally remember in high school was Michael Jordan by Michael Jordan. Clear bottle, black bottom, black rubber top. Now I would never wear it. I'll prefer Michael Jordan 23, but then it really, I mean, just, if I were to ever smell it again, it would just really bring me back to those days as a freshman. You know, just got to high school, seeing all the girls, just, you know, and all the memories, the events, and all of that, just, yeah. First bottle, Michael Jordan by Michael Jordan. My first niche purchases pretty much were a tie. Long story short, it was tax season. I was in a bid for the discontinued Cologne Blanche and Bois d'Argent, pretty much 4 bottles, 90 bucks a piece. I lost the bid by $3 on both bottles to the same person. But earlier in that day, I had saw a video posted by Jer and the Fragrance Bro saying, hey, Tom Ford Japan Noir split, and that was always a fragrance since I got into the game that I wanted to try, just because it was so hard to find. So I got in on the split, and as a consolation prize for me losing both bottles, I went ahead and bought Bois d'Argent anyways from Dior's website, and I bought Japan Noir 30ml decant at the same time. So that was pretty much my first niche purchases. My first blind buy. My first blind buy was actually Pure Malt. I started back in December. That was really the first real legit fragrance that I actually tried without really smelling. I couldn't smell it. And the minute I saw that the price had dropped from $1 million to $89, I jumped on it. I figured I'm a Scotch drinker. I really enjoy a good cup of Scotch, and so that's why I figured I would probably enjoy Pure Malt, and I did. What is my best blind buy? My best blind buy will actually have to be Cafe Rose. For those of you who, well, Lupe started this trend, so Lupe posted on one of the Facebook groups one time about mono theme. This was during the mono theme leather versus Tuscan leather, and Intense Cafe had just came out, and Cafe Rose, and just really talking to him, like I just asked him, you know, sent him a message, hey, which one do you prefer, A or B, and A or B? He probably didn't know I was blind by him, and if he did, he probably would have forced me to try him. But I didn't tell him I was blind buying him, but I did. And really, ever since that, like, that was really our first conversation. Like, I saw his videos and saw his reviews and respected him for his opinion. That's why I even approached him. But I never, like, actually had a conversation with the man until then. And so, after really, you know, it's almost like, you know, it's what this whole fragrance community is all about. I mean, since then, we've had various conversations on various topics, not just fragrance related. And, you know, just really, like, that might not have happened if I never approached him about Cafe Rose from Tom Ford, which, by the way, is one of my highly most complimented fragrances, as it is. So yeah, that's pretty much probably gonna be my best blind buy, not just because I personally like the scent, but because I gained another bro, I've gained another friend. So yeah, my worst blind buy was Lacoste 1212. Could have been Gucci Guilty, but Gucci Guilty actually performs well, and I mean, at the end of the day, we all were suckered in at one point or another by this beautiful sales associate who, you know, smell this, okay. I mean, not so much now, but it's happened. Don't act like it hasn't. So that is pretty much gonna be my worst blind. I'm not gonna speak too much on Lacoste 1212. Just know that I can't even get it to last more than 15 minutes on me. And I could get fragrances like Millesime Imperial, D&G The One, and Lone to last at least 6 hours on me a piece. And I can't even get this one fragrance that doesn't contain cardamom to last more than 15 minutes. And I spent $40 for a 30 milliliter. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the winner for worst blind buy. My favorite notes, those who know me know I enjoy Tonka, and I'm a sucker for a good lavender. Couple other ones that I really enjoy, citrus, but it has to have more than just citrus, and rose, but it cannot just be rose. And I also enjoy a good leather scent too. So if it had to be ranked, it'll be Tonka, lavender, leather, and then rose citrus. Split the fourth seat. My favorite fragrance house: Tom Ford, Dior. More so Tom Ford Private Blends and Dior Private Collection / Dior Homme. Not that I don't like the Fahrenheit and Eau Sauvage line. They're just not for me. Just like Tom Ford's Signature, just not for me. But as pretty much a whole, I respect both houses so much. And those two houses are really where I own at least 11 cents. Definitely the two that I have a lot of my fragrances of. So yeah, Tom Ford, Dior. Fragrance that best describes you. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm Chanel Allure Homme Sport Extreme. You could dress me up, you could dress me down. I could be in Chucks and, you know, Levi's with a Henley. I could be in a suit. I could be in a pair of basketball shorts and flip-flops and be comfortable in it no matter what. Kind of like with Chanel Sport Extreme. It's really a Swiss Army knife, if you will. Not only that, but the reason why I didn't put Aventus in this spot is because at the same time, I really love luxury things, but I'm not gonna overkill on the luxury. Like, I'm not gonna have $1 million outfit on at the same time. Driving a $1 billion car. you know, that's not really so much my style. I'm somewhat conservative when it comes to stuff like that. And pretty much Creed's price tag is the value and reflection of that. Creed overcharged 150 to 600 bucks, whereas Chanel 75 to 80 bucks right there. It's a happy medium, you know, not too much, not too little. So, and it works because Tonka is one of the main players. I'm really a person who will beat to my own drum, really laid back and reserved, mild. Chanel Sport Extreme is very linear. What you see up, you know, what you see is what you get. When you first spray it, it's pretty much going to be about the same thing, just kind of dies down. No real change. I'm pretty much mellow. I'm either mellow or happy, like 95% of the time. If I'm mad for 10 minutes. And, you know, that's why a lot of people never really see me upset, because I really don't care. Like, I'll care for like 10 minutes and then just move on with life. So, you know, but when you really like talk to me and get to know me, I mean, I know this is cliche, a lot of other ones have said this and probably will say this, but like when you really get to know me, you'll realize that there's more depth and you'll actually appreciate it more than just too much Tonka. So that's why I relate and bond most with my Chanel L'Homme Sport Extreme. My favorite fragrance, however, is a Thai, you already know, Back to Black. Seduction, sensual in a bottle. And Japan Noir, mysterious. Just mysterious and different. I mean, but at the end of the day, I love both. Really can't split them up. At the end of the day, both of them will be in my collection forever, period. Tying into this is pretty much my resolution, which is to get people to appreciate fragrances more and see it more as an art. For those of you who may know me personally, I do a lot on a daily basis. I meet a lot of people on a daily basis, journalists, sports athletes, entertainers, like rappers and singers, and I mean, I really do genuinely meet a lot of people, talk to them, and tell them all, yeah, I'm into fragrances, I like to review, I like to break them down, I like to really see what makes them tick. I like to see the art, really get into what the perfumer was thinking. And when they sit back and really think about it, and just really think about it, they are like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. You know, can you teach me? Can you show me? And just kind of do that. Also, too, I want to eventually bring more indie niche houses out. It's kind of what this channel is dedicated to. I mean, of course, you're going to have your regular reviews on stuff like Aventus and Blue de Chanel. But I wanted this channel to be a reflection of giving the indie houses a fair shake. And bring them out. Show them to the world. I mean, show them around the city of Atlanta or wherever I'll be at. Kind of want to bring more of that out too, eventually. Like, just kind of get a lot more people to enjoy more of the indie stuff. And granted, you know, maybe I won't be smelling that different a couple months, a couple years from now, but at least, you know, that's something I could say I actually did, was get a lot more people to genuinely appreciate fragrances and look past them as just something to get me laid. So with that being said, I'm pretty much done with my hot seat. The person that I'm gonna tag is the person who put me on what the house that I'm wearing for my scent of the day is, which is Imaginary Authors Mosaic. Dan told me about the wonderful Sticky Bandits of Memoirs of a Trespasser, and I saw all the videos. So yeah, it's your turn, bro. Share any thoughts and opinions. Let me know what your Sunday is. My name is Joe. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later.